I'm going to go over to GitHub. I just pushed code, so that changed. Oh, it would help if I pushed. So like I said, we now have code here. I'm going to go to settings, and I'm going to set up a webhook. All I have to do is add my webhook. And the key is to put the secret in there. I'm going to create a new branch, and I'm going to deploy this right to my sandbox environment just by doing a push. So I'm using the AWS IoT to do WebSockets in a serverless world, and you can see that as soon as I did the push, it showed up here. I have a new Lambda that it's tracking, and it has one build, and it's streaming the output. So it's following along as if I was seeing the console standard error and standard out. And just like that, we're done. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to go to our test environment. I'm going to play the test. And again, the WebSocket does a push, and we can see that it picked up right there without doing anything, no refresh needed. And let that deploy. I'm going to see what it looks like when I curl the endpoint in Sandbox. And wow, that's a bigger mess than I thought. I just want a really simple message that says, hello world. So let's change back to the Sandbox branch. And we will make a really small change to the handler. Get rid of the event, and we're just going to have a message that says, hello world. Let's see what the status says. I should not have idea in Git. I'll take that out later. Then I will push a change. We'll go to the sandbox. We'll see everything is kind of sitting idly. I'll do a push. And we can see it change the building. Now if we click the details, we can see that we have two builds. One took 1 minute and 21 seconds, one's still going. And of course, we can follow along if we wanted to. Go back to the big board. You see it's complete. And I'm going to curl that endpoint again. And we can see we just get the message, hello world. But since that only happened in Sandbox, if we were to curl the endpoint for test, we would see that test still has the big garbled message. And it does. So real quickly, if you go to the GitHub repo, you can see that the branch sandbox is different from the branch test, and that the endpoints are different for each environment. And just by changing something and doing a simple git commit, we could deploy anything we really want. The build board itself was actually deployed using the same platform and doing a build, then copying the files to a static S3 bucket. Hope you like the demo. Check it out. Thanks. Bye.